Be honest with me.
Yes.
They will start going up at some point. Is
absolutely.
it in June? When do we see industry prices, not just for Toyota, but everybody, start to go up?
You're absolutely correct. 25% tariffs are unsustainable. Nobody has profit margins like that, so everyone will have to eventually.
Ford just dropped 3 cars for 2026, and they're nothing like what you expected. Think about it. A micro pickup smaller than anything on the road, a family sedan reborn after being declared extinct, and a Mustang built like a Raptor. These aren't just new models. They're Ford's gamble that nostalgia plus shock equals domination. Why did Ford revive icons everyone else abandoned? What's the hidden link tying a tiny pickup, a family sedan, and an off-road Mustang together? And how does this reshape the balance of power in the entire auto industry? Ford Ranchero, the micro pickup revolution. When you think about American automotive history, certain names carry an almost mythical weight. Some are tied to muscle, others to luxury, and a few to utility with a twist. One such name, long dormant but never truly forgotten, is the Ford Ranchero. For decades, car enthusiasts and casual drivers alike have whispered about whether this unconventional vehicle would ever return. Well, the whispers have grown louder, and now Ford has unveiled what might be one of its boldest experiments yet. Enter the Ford Ranchero of the model year 2026, a fresh reimagining that blends history with modern practicality in a way that is both nostalgic and forward-looking. The original Ranchero, first introduced in the late 1950s, broke the mold by being neither a standard car nor a conventional truck. It was, instead, a unique hybrid of the two, a coupe utility vehicle that offered the comfort of a passenger car with the practicality of a small pickup bed. Over the years, it developed a loyal following, though eventually it disappeared from Ford's North American lineup. The idea, however, never really died. Now, in a marketplace hungry for affordability and versatility, Ford is resurrecting the Ranchero name, but with a twist that redefines the meaning of compact utility. The 2026 Ford Ranchero does not aim to be a reincarnation of your grandfather's car-based utility coupe. Instead, it has been reborn as what Ford is calling a subcompact pickup, built for a generation that values fuel efficiency, urban maneuverability, and affordability. While the Maverick already proved that Americans are more than willing to buy into the compact pickup category, the Ranchero pushes the envelope further by shrinking the formula to its bare essentials. It is, in many ways, the embodiment of doing more with less. At its heart, the Ranchero of 2026 rides on Ford's highly flexible C2 architecture. This platform also underpins other Ford vehicles such as the Ford Focus, the Ford Escape, and the Ford Bronco Sport. By leveraging this adaptable architecture, Ford has been able to shrink the Ranchero's overall footprint, creating one of the smallest pickups that will be available in the American market. Yet despite its size, the Ranchero promises to deliver exactly what its intended audience craves: practicality without excess. One of the most striking aspects of this new Ranchero is its price point. With a targeted entry-level cost in the low $20,000 range, Ford is positioning this truck not just as an alternative to larger pickups, but as a genuine rival to compact sedans and hatchbacks. That alone is revolutionary. For years, many buyers have had to choose between an affordable small car or a more expensive pickup with capabilities they might not fully need. The Ranchero offers a third option, a budget-friendly utility vehicle that combines the affordability of a compact car with the added versatility of a pickup bed. Powertrain choices reflect this philosophy of balance and practicality. The base model is expected to feature Ford's 1.5-liter 3-cylinder gasoline engine. This engine prioritizes fuel economy and low maintenance costs, making it ideal for city drivers or those who primarily need a vehicle for commuting and light errands. However, Ford knows that not every buyer wants bare-bones power. For those seeking more punch without sacrificing efficiency, there will be a hybrid option. This system is likely to borrow heavily from the hybrid setup already found in the Ford Maverick, combining a 2.5-liter gasoline engine with an electric motor for a total system output of approximately 191 horsepower. That number may not sound jaw-dropping in the era of high-performance trucks boasting over 500 horsepower, but for a lightweight urban pickup, it is more than sufficient, and the payoff comes in fuel economy that will likely surpass most compact sport utility vehicles and sedans. The Ranchero is crafted for modern city life, with a compact size that navigates tight alleys, crowded complexes, and small garages effortlessly. Despite its scale, the open bed offers utility unmatched by crossovers, making it perfect for hauling gardening supplies, home improvement materials, or everyday cargo urban drivers need. Step inside, and the interior philosophy is just as focused. Unlike luxury trucks with leather-lined cabins and oversized touchscreens, the Ranchero embraces function above all else. Expect durable hard plastics, easy-to-clean surfaces, and clever storage solutions designed for everyday usability. Think of it not as cost-cutting, but as strategic design. Every material choice and layout decision has been guided by the principle of offering buyers exactly what they need and nothing more. There will be essential technology, of course. Digital displays, smartphone connectivity, and modern safety features will not be ignored, but the Ranchero's cabin will resist unnecessary frills in favor of durability and simplicity. In many ways, this approach positions the Ranchero as a gateway vehicle, a starter truck for first-time buyers, young professionals, or small business owners. It is the kind of truck you might choose when you need more than a compact car, but cannot justify the expense of a larger pickup. In this sense, the Ranchero could become the 21st century equivalent of the original Ford Escort or Focus, a mass-market entry point that builds brand loyalty early. What makes this model even more intriguing is its global potential. Unlike the full-size Ford F-150 or even the mid-size Ford Ranger, the Ranchero's compact dimensions make it well-suited to markets beyond North America. European cities, with their narrow streets and high fuel prices, could embrace a vehicle like this. South American drivers, many of whom already have a cultural affinity for coupe utility vehicles, might see the Ranchero as a natural fit. In Asia, where space and efficiency are paramount, the Ranchero could carve out a unique niche. Analysts have suggested that this truck has the potential to become one of Ford's most important global products, opening doors to millions of customers who previously dismissed pickups as impractical or unaffordable. Ford's decision to revive the Ranchero as a modern subcompact pickup is a bold strategic move, targeting a market segment that barely exists today. While the Maverick proved compact pickups have appeal, the Ranchero could redefine the lower end of the market, much like the Model T once redefined transportation. Critics may question whether a small, modestly powered truck can succeed in a culture obsessed with size, but shifting priorities tell a different story. Younger buyers prioritize affordability, sustainability, and efficiency, while urbanization and fuel costs favor smaller vehicles. The Ranchero's compact footprint, versatility, and potential for electrification make it a forward-thinking solution. The Ranchero of 2026 is, at its core, a bold experiment. It is a test of whether practicality, affordability, and efficiency can redefine what it means to own a pickup. And if history has taught us anything, it is that sometimes the boldest experiments pay off in ways no one expects. So, as we wrap up this look at Ford's smallest and most surprising new truck, one thing becomes clear. The Ranchero might just spark a new era of compact utility vehicles, but Ford is not stopping there. Because while the Ranchero sets the stage with its city-friendly charm and budget-conscious appeal, the next reveal on this countdown takes us in an entirely different direction. A vehicle that resurrects another legendary nameplate to prove that the American sedan is far from dead. If you're enjoying this countdown so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Tell us which of these bold Ford moves excites you most. Ford Taurus, the sedan comeback. In the world of automobiles, it is often said that some legends never truly disappear. They may fade from the spotlight, step off the production line, or be pushed aside by shifting consumer trends, but the soul of a great car has a way of waiting for its moment to shine again. That is exactly the case with the Ford Taurus. For years, the Taurus was a household name, a dependable family sedan that defined what it meant to drive something American, practical, and reliable. Then came the era when sport utility vehicles and pickup trucks ruled the roads, and Ford made the daring decision to exit the sedan market in North America entirely. Many thought that would be the end of the Taurus story on American soil. Yet, as if proving the resilience of the sedan itself, the Taurus is preparing for an American return in the model year 2026. This comeback is more than a car. It is a statement that the sedan still matters. The Taurus debuted in the mid-1980s, revolutionizing mid-size sedans with modern design and front-wheel drive. It became a bestseller and, by the early 1990s, the top-selling car in the United States. Beloved by families, commuters, and fleets, it symbolized Ford innovation before fading from North America in the late 2010s. Now, in 2026, Ford is bringing the Taurus back to life, but in a manner carefully recalibrated for the present. Unlike its earlier incarnations, this new Taurus will not attempt to merely recreate the past. Instead, it draws inspiration from the global Taurus models already sold in overseas markets such as the Middle East and China. Built on Ford's adaptable C2 architecture, which also supports vehicles like the Ford Escape and the Ford Bronco Sport, the new Taurus is set to deliver a sedan experience that is simultaneously familiar and fresh. Design is one of the first areas where Ford is aiming to win hearts. The new Taurus will showcase a sleeker, fastback-inspired silhouette that gives the car a premium premium and athletic stance. With shorter overhangs and a longer wheelbase, the car promises both improved proportions and greater interior room. To make it resonate with American buyers, Ford has redesigned the front fascia, introducing Mustang-inspired headlights and a unique grille that instantly communicates strength and style. It will not be mistaken for a bland fleet car. Instead, it carries the confident face of a sedan, determined to reclaim relevance. The 2026 Taurus embraces a technology-forward cabin with a 13.2-inch digital cluster, matching central touchscreen and optional passenger display, while retaining physical buttons for usability. Powertrain options include a 1.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine with 190 horsepower, a hybrid producing 205 horsepower, and a 2.0-liter turbocharged gasoline engine offering 250 horsepower, paired with either an 8-speed automatic or a continuously variable transmission. With a starting price between $25,000 and $30,000, the Taurus undercuts rivals while blending practicality, style, and strong brand recognition. But why bring back a sedan at all? After all, Ford once walked away from this category, citing declining sales and rising demand for trucks and sport utility vehicles. The answer lies in what competitors have proven. While Ford stepped aside, Toyota and Honda never gave up on sedans. Year after year, they continued selling hundreds of thousands of Camrys and Accords in North America. Clearly, the demand did not vanish. It simply became concentrated around the brands that stayed in the fight. By reviving the Taurus, Ford is admitting that its earlier strategy left money on the table and abandoned loyal sedan buyers who still wanted an American option. The 2026 Taurus is designed to correct that oversight. Beyond the financial rationale, there is also an emotional appeal at work. Sedans represent comfort, stability, and tradition. For many families, the memory of a first road trip or a first driving lesson happened behind the wheel of a sedan. The Taurus taps into that nostalgia while also modernizing the formula. It offers buyers a chance to reclaim the familiarity of a traditional four-door without feeling outdated. That balance between heritage and progress is what could make the comeback truly resonate. Globally, the Taurus name already carries weight. In markets like the Middle East, it is regarded as a roomy, reliable executive sedan. By unifying design elements from its international counterpart with updates for American tastes, Ford is able to spread development costs while delivering a product with broad appeal. This global strategy makes the Taurus not just a North American comeback story, but a worldwide chapter in Ford's evolving lineup. From a strategic perspective, the return of the Taurus also bolsters Ford's broader portfolio, as the company invests heavily in electrification and continues to rely on truck profitability. Adding a competitive sedan creates balance. It ensures Ford has a foothold in every major vehicle category, preventing rivals from monopolizing the sedan market. In other words, the Taurus is not only a car, it is a chess move in the larger game of global automotive dominance. Critics may argue that sedans cannot regain their former glory in a market dominated by high-riding crossovers. Yet, there is evidence to the contrary. Younger buyers are increasingly drawn to vehicles that blend affordability with efficiency, and many do not necessarily need the size or higher cost of a sport utility vehicle. Sedans like the Camry, Accord, and Hyundai's Sonata continue to post strong sales. With its blend of design, technology, and affordability, the Taurus has a legitimate chance to reinsert itself into the conversation. Imagine a young family choosing the Taurus because it fits their budget, delivers excellent fuel economy, and still feels stylish enough for weekends out. Envision a commuter appreciating its comfortable cabin and modern safety features during long drives. Picture retirees who want something affordable yet comfortable for road trips, without the bulk of a truck or the price tag of a luxury car. These are the real-world use cases that could breathe life back into the Taurus nameplate. The comeback also creates an intriguing foundation for future growth. The C2 platform is versatile enough to support electrification, and it is not difficult to imagine a plug-in hybrid or even a fully electric Taurus joining the lineup in the future. By reviving the sedan now, Ford leaves the door open to evolve the Taurus as the industry accelerates toward electrified vehicles. The return of the Ford Taurus in 2026 is, in many ways, a symbolic moment. It represents an acknowledgement that while trends come and go, the fundamentals of space, comfort, and efficiency never stop mattering. It shows that Ford is willing to adapt, to admit when a strategy needs correcting, and to honor the desires of drivers who still love sedans. As we close the chapter on the Taurus and prepare to move to the #1 spot on our countdown, consider this. Ford has proven it can deliver affordability through the Ranchero and reclaim heritage through the Taurus. But for the final reveal, the company shifts gears entirely. What comes next is neither about practicality nor nostalgia. It is about raw, unfiltered audacity. Because waiting at number 1 is a Mustang unlike any the world has ever seen. A vehicle so unconventional it could redefine what a performance car is meant to be. We're heading into the number 1 reveal next. But before we get there, do not forget to subscribe and ring the bell. That way, you never miss future breakdowns of game-changing cars and shocking automotive industry moves. Ford Mustang Raptor, the off-road pony car. Every so often, a vehicle announcement arrives that makes enthusiasts pause, blink twice, and ask whether what they just heard is actually real. The 2026 Ford Mustang Raptor is precisely that kind of announcement. It is the kind of concept that sounds more like an April Fool's prank than an actual production plan, yet it is not a joke at all. It is Ford's daring attempt to combine two wildly different traditions into one machine: the raw, tire-smoking legacy of the Mustang pony car and the go-anywhere, dirt-conquering philosophy of the Raptor off-road performance lineup. The result is a car unlike anything Ford has ever built before, one that pushes the Mustang badge into an entirely new dimension of automotive culture. To understand why the Mustang Raptor feels so audacious, we need to revisit what both names represent. The Mustang, born in 1964 and a half, became the original pony car, a compact, affordable performance coupe that promised freedom, individuality, and style to a new generation of drivers. It has survived economic downturns, fuel crises, and endless waves of competition, always adapting but never abandoning its identity as a true American performance icon. The Raptor, by contrast, is a much more recent invention, first appearing in the Ford F-150 Raptor in the late 2000s. It signaled the beginning of a new era for high-performance trucks. Instead of focusing solely on straight-line speed or towing capacity, the Raptor brought Baja desert racing DNA to the street, offering long travel suspension, immense power, and hardcore durability. Over the years, Ford expanded the Raptor name to include the midsize Ranger Raptor and the Bronco Raptor, solidifying it as the brand's ultimate off-road performance badge. The 2026 Ford Mustang Raptor unites these worlds. On one side is the sleek, aggressive pony car with over 60 years of history on asphalt. On the other is the no-compromise off-road monster, engineered for dirt, dunes, and rocky climbs. To combine the two is nothing less than revolutionary. For Ford, it is not just about shocking the industry. It is about proving that performance no longer needs to be confined to either paved roads or rugged trails. Performance can mean excelling in both. Under the hood, the Mustang Raptor begins with serious firepower. The base configuration is expected to feature the familiar 5.0-liter V8 engine, tuned to deliver somewhere between 480 and 500 horsepower. That alone would be more than enough to create an exhilarating machine. But Ford is not stopping there. A more extreme variant, the Mustang Raptor R, is slated to follow, boasting a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 producing more than 700 horsepower. These are staggering numbers, putting the Raptor R squarely into exotic car territory. Yet, unlike European supercars that live for racetracks and glossy boulevards, this Mustang is designed to tear across trails, scramble over rocks, and carve through sand dunes. The Mustang Raptor channels power to all four wheels through a 10-speed automatic transmission and electronically controlled center differential, ensuring traction far beyond traditional rear-wheel drive Mustangs. A 2-inch suspension lift, Fox Live valve adaptive shocks, extended travel arms, armor, skid plates, and all-terrain tires make it trail-ready, while widened fenders and off-road lighting enhance toughness. A removable roof panel adds open-air freedom, blending exhilaration with utility. Inside, rugged water-resistant upholstery, rubberized flooring, reinforced bolsters, and specialized digital off-road displays with pitch, roll, and terrain modes complete a cabin built for adventure, yet rooted in Mustang heritage. Of course, such a unique machine comes at a premium. The starting price for the Mustang Raptor is expected to hover around $90,000. While the Raptor R variant could easily surpass $110,000. This places the vehicle squarely in the realm of high-end performance cars, but Ford is betting that its combination of muscle, off-road capability, and everyday drivability makes it a one-of-a-kind proposition. Where else can a buyer find a vehicle that can keep pace with sports cars on the highway, then head directly into the backcountry without hesitation? In the broader automotive landscape, the Mustang Raptor represents Ford's answer to a new niche. Recent years have seen the rise of unconventional off-road coupes and supercars, such as the Porsche 911 Dakar and the Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. These vehicles proved there is a growing appetite for performance machines that defy categorization. Yet, both of those examples are ultra-exclusive, European-built exotics with six-figure price tags well beyond the reach of most drivers. The Mustang Raptor, while still expensive, aims to democratize the concept, delivering similar thrills with unmistakable American flair and relative attainability. The Mustang Raptor expands the family beyond convertibles, Shelby models, and the all-electric Mach-E, proving the badge can evolve into new categories. Though purists may debate, it secures Mustang's identity of freedom and performance while keeping the brand relevant in today's changing market. The Mustang Raptor's appeal extends beyond North America. In markets where off-road adventure is part of the culture, such as Australia, the Middle East, and parts of South America, the car has the potential to capture imaginations in ways few other performance vehicles could. Its global footprint could be significant, reinforcing Ford's reputation as an innovator willing to take risks that others avoid. Critics will undoubtedly question whether combining an off-road vehicle with a muscle car is too far-fetched, too impractical, or too niche, yet history shows that bold experiments often redefine markets. The original Mustang was once dismissed as a fad, only to create an entirely new category of pony cars. The original F-150 Raptor was doubted as a truck no one really needed, yet it spawned a family of vehicles that remain highly sought after. If the Mustang Raptor succeeds, it could spark a wave of imitators and solidify its place as the pioneer of a new class of off-road performance coupes. Beyond the engineering and performance, there is something almost poetic about this machine. The Mustang has always symbolized freedom, the freedom of the open road, the freedom to express individuality through a personal car. The Raptor, meanwhile, symbolizes adventure and the ability to conquer landscapes without boundaries. Together, they create a vision of freedom that is more expansive than ever before. It is freedom not just on the highway, but across deserts, forests, and mountains. It is freedom unchained. As Ford prepares to deliver the Mustang Raptor in 2026, the automotive world watches with equal parts curiosity and excitement. Will it be a niche experiment that amuses enthusiasts before fading away, or will it become a trendsetter that rewrites the rulebook of performance? Only time will tell, but one thing